Well, hey everyone, this is Angie Norris with Tar Heel Thrifts for You. That's the name of my YouTube channel. And I live in North Carolina in the Tar Heel State. And I am a new book reviewer on YouTube, or on, I guess it's called BookTube. I don't even know the terminology. I'm new, so I would really appreciate anything that you could do to help me grow my channel, grow my followers. If you could hit the like button or make a comment, or if you could subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing. And then hit that little bell so that you'll be notified when I upload a new video. I'm trying to do short book reviews, trying to keep these videos under 5 minutes so it'll keep your attention, about different books that I read throughout the month. And I just finished over the weekend an audiobook, and it was Holly by Stephen King. Now, I don't have the physical book, but that's what the book cover looked like. And everyone knows or has heard of Stephen King, well-known, renowned author, just a brilliant writer. I've read many of his books, seen many of his movies, but it had been a long time since I had read one of his books. Now, I am going to say I listened to this on audio, and on audiobook, this is a long audiobook. It is 15 hours. And Holly Gibney is a recurring character, but I did not read any of the previous books by Stephen King that she was in. Now, some people say that you probably should, so you might know some of her backstory, but I don't personally think that you have to. She's a private detective. She owns a detective agency called Finders Keepers, and this book is set, it picks up in July of 2021. And her mother has just passed away from COVID, and she and her business partner have temporarily closed the business down because her business partner has COVID and she is grieving the loss of her mother. But while they're temporarily closed down, they have a disappearance, and a frantic woman calls them and wants them to investigate the disappearance of her daughter. And so Holly does take the case primarily to keep her mind off of her mother's death. Now, there are a lot of references to things in the past, different people that were probably characters in these previous books, but I personally had no problem following the storyline or following the plot or anything like that without having read the previous books. But if you want to read the previous books, I certainly would not discourage you from doing that. So this is a psychological crime thriller. And I thought the storyline, the plot, typical Stephen King, lots of twists, lots of turns. If you read the description on the inside cover or the back of the book, like I said, I don't have the physical book. I'm going to tell you a few things about it, but it involves the disappearance of this young woman, and then Holly uncovers other disappearances of other people that have happened prior to this, all the way back to 2012. And then there are lots of crazy things that could trigger you. There is cannibalism involved, believe it or not. So that's a little bit of a giveaway, a little bit of a spoiler there. But I loved the story. I loved the plot and the twist and the turns and the mystery and the thriller and the gore and all of that. I'm here for all of that. What I am not here for is politics. And Stephen King brought his politics to this book. And I don't care what side of the political aisle you're on. When I read a book, I don't want to hear about that. He got all involved in COVID and the vaccination, you know, what tore the country apart, the pro-vaxxers versus the no-vaxxers. He talked about, I mean, he got real specific in the book and was bashing Trump. And I don't care what side of the political aisle you're on, like I said. When I read a book, I want it to take me away from reality. And so from that perspective, that totally brought this star rating down for me. What might have been a 4.5-star book, I'm going to rate as a 3 because I could have totally done without the politics. Hang it up, Stephen. Y'all have a good night.